Bet you don't even know my name, but that's okay, I can't blame you. You've got better things to worry about, like kissing strangers when you go out, spending time with all your friends. Wish I had the guts to ask you out sometime. I know this could never be, but if I am allowed to dream, and it was you and me, then I would laugh with you all night. Take my chance and hold you close, and I'd follow you back home. If I could be somebody else, I would be your Romeo, and I would never let you go. Maybe I could be your stranger. One too many and strobing lights, yet I can spot you in this crowd. Am I staring way too obvious? What if I gathered all my confidence? Could I walk right up to you, be the stranger you've been looking for? No, I know this could never be, but I'm still allowed to dream. And if it was you and me, then I would laugh with you all night. Take my chance and hold you close, and I'll follow you back home. If I could be somebody else, I would be your Romeo, and I would never let you go. Maybe I could be your stranger. Maybe I could be your stranger. Oh, come on, man, I know you can do it. Stop staring at me like a loser. Be the best you can and just give it a try. I'm walking towards you, my legs are shaking. I'm in double speed and my heart is racing. I'm doing the best I can, just give it a try. And now you laugh with me all night. Took my chance and held you close, and I followed you back home. No need to be somebody else, I can be your Romeo, and I will never let you go. look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. We're pouring cup after cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions, sharing stories that we never had. Yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about the way we are.
Hasana będzie tylko.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand just a friend, and here's a hand of mine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne.